I'm Brenda Flores with your morning headlines. State officials have rescinded a controversial parole granted earlier this month. Jimmy Nelms was initially granted parole for the 1978 murder of Kansas Highway Patrol Trooper Conroy O'Brien. The move drew strong backlash from state leaders and law enforcement. The Kansas Prisoner Review Board announced a new decision yesterday made at a May 16th follow-up hearing to rescind and deny Nelms' parole. One person is now in custody following a shooting yesterday afternoon in central Topeka. Police responded to the scene at 7th and Tyler just after 2 p.m., where one person was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Officers took a suspect into custody that was near those apartments and say all parties have been identified. Topeka High School was briefly placed on lockdown due to its proximity to the incident. That's a look at your 13 News This Morning headlines. You can head to our website, WIBW.com, for more stories and more information. But right now, let's check the weather with Daniel.
Well, it seems that last night's storms certainly packed a punch as they rolled through northeast Kansas. The second night in a row, severe weather descended upon our area. We saw many severe storm warnings with some powerful, strong winds and large hailstones, as well as a few tornado warnings. We'll find out later on today whether or not any of those touched down and if any of the wind damage was from tornadic activity. But regardless, we still did receive quite a bit of rain from these storms. A few areas further west and north of the turnpike getting up to around 4 inches of rain from that heavy rainfall. And then in combination with what we saw on Sunday night, that's around 6 to 7 inches for some parts of northeast Kansas. So certainly monitoring those creeks and streams and rivers for elevated flood stages today, as well as to see if we have any reports of some flash flooding in certain areas. But one good aspect is that we are going to be putting a pretty big dent in that drought monitor. We have had moderate to severe drought conditions across many parts of the state over the last several weeks as May started off pretty dry for the area, but I think that will change here, though dry conditions do look to return and stay in place for the rest of this week. Today we'll be only getting up to the upper 60s to 70s with cloudy but dry skies. Winds will pick up a little bit, gusting to around 30 miles per hour at times, and those winds will continue into the overnight hours, but the clouds will be blown away, mostly clear as temperatures dip down into the 40s for the first time in a few weeks. Winds again continuing into tomorrow, where it looks like again we'll have these conditions repeated until at least Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day itself is the next chance we can expect some widespread rain.